My daughter Alyssa was 17 years old. She was at her friend's house, and her and her friend purchased a pill. And this pill turned out to be counterfeit. My daughter went home and took her pill, and her friend stayed home and took hers. Both of them overdosed, but my daughter's the only one that died. My son called me that night and told me his sister had died. And that was the worst night of my life. I fell to the floor screaming and crying like you see in the movies. And I've been crying ever since. This October will be 3 years that she's been gone. She was very unique. All of her friends spoke very highly of her. She was very, very, very kind, very loving. She'd never hurt anybody's feelings. She always stuck up for everybody. I remember in elementary school, she had a friend that had some kind of disorder, and she made sure nobody picked on her and always stood up for her. I've always been pretty introverted all my life, but she was the exact opposite. I remember when she was a little girl and we lived close to the school, and all the parents and kids would come home from school and she would wave hi to all of them. She'd like to design clothes and dye her hair every color in the world, and she could pull off just about every style very, very well. She was a little makeup artist since she was little. Everything sounds so cliche, you know. I got a fortune cookie one time and it said, "Children are like ideas. There are none so wonderful as your own." You know. My son said in court, if the word potato hurt anybody's feelings, she wouldn't want anybody to use the word potato. She wouldn't let anybody get talked down to. The first time I heard about my daughter doing drugs, she was dead already. That was the first time I ever heard. I didn't live with, she lived with her mom. But I didn't live with her. The first time I heard about my daughter doing drugs, she was gone already. No. I didn't find out anything until later, that her and her friends were, they were kids. I got animosity toward the adult drug dealer that sold it to them, But he targeted children, He hung around the high school of children selling fentanyl to children knowingly, Maybe 6 months after my daughter passed, the DEA called us and said an arrest was made. He was arrested. He was arrested for distribution of fentanyl resulting in death and distribution of fentanyl to a minor. He was only arrested for my daughter's case, but there was multiple children that died from this same person. He ended up taking a plea bargain for just the distribution part. But part of his plea bargain was admitting to what he had done, right? So he admitted that he lied about what the pill was. And he admitted he knew that it contained fentanyl. And he admitted that he knew it could kill my daughter. And I was just a little 17-year-old girl. For a few dollars, you just admitted that you sold my baby something that could kill her, that you knew could kill her. You knew that. This drug dealer was arrested 18 days before he sold to my daughter, before he sold a lethal pill to my daughter. He was arrested and caught with 400 of these pills, a stack of cash, some marijuana and mushrooms, and he was given a citation and released that day. No punishment, No incarceration. No protecting the public from him. And then a couple weeks later, he sold this pill to my daughter. But as far as the anger and denial, I think I just skipped all that, and I went straight to sadness, extreme, horrific sadness for the first year. I woke up crying, went to sleep crying. I cried so much that nobody wanted to be around me, and I just made them sad. Everybody went away, all my friends and family. I lost 100 pounds of body weight in the first year. I was on the Channel 11 news, and I looked like a skeleton. Scary. My heart, I felt like people could hear my heart. It was pounding so hard. I thought I was going to die. And just being scared of dying made it worse. Why? It was... Losing my daughter is pretty freaking horrific. I could either sit on the couch and wither away from my sorrow, or get up and fight, honor my daughter. She loved so hard. So I think she would want me to make sure this didn't happen to any other kids. That's all I could think of. I got a pretty big following on Facebook, a little following on TikTok, and I make videos, and I honor all these children that have died from fentanyl. Most of them are young kids, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids. And I'm not running out of videos to make, you know? If I get an opportunity to film a commercial about fentanyl, I'll do it. If I get an opportunity to share my daughter's story, I'll do it. If I get the opportunity to attend a rally, I'll do it. If I get an opportunity to speak on the news, I'll do it, you know, because I'm just doing it for my daughter. And it's way out of my comfort zone to do anything like this, you know.
But here you are.
Yeah, there's not too many fathers doing it, you know. And I think fathers need to stand up.